Boy, I get a lot of stories all the time about how everything is turning into a dating scene. I mean, it's just going bonkers out there. And I always am really curious about the types that have this false modesty image that they're trying to present. It's like very important for them to have a reputation that they are not dating because they want to seem pure. And yet these are men, and we girls know that they're perusing Facebook at all hours of the night. They might drop a line to be like, hey, let me see if I can hook you and reel you in. And it's like, we're just friends and I'm not dating. But you really want to date, because if you were just pursuing your life goals and living unto the Lord, or you were practicing semen retention, or you were honing your craft, becoming the next CEO, there would be that intention that us females could discern, because it's honesty. And hiding behind a facade of what you want us to believe about you will always be revealed if true intimacy is to take place, because emotional integrity is going to trump ineptness all day long. So if it's like, oh yeah, I'm focusing on my experiences at work because I have this new promotion, and then I'm going to the gym and I don't have time for girls, but we know that you're maybe struggling with some porn addiction or some lustful thoughts, or you actively do pursue those things. Maybe you could even go out to lunch or dinner with somebody and you have to check out every single girl that walks by. That is just being emotionally inept. And it's basically saying you really do want to pursue a relationship. You might actually be a little ticked off because you're not in one. And it's just staying with that facade of I'm a good guy because I'm not dating. I even have had experience where some people are like, oh, I don't look at that because it was too suggestive. And I'm like, but we know that a lot of what you do to get through in life isn't even emotionally deep. So that's just something that we push off and we push away so that you can appear like you're a nice guy. There has to be some litmus test. And for girls, there are. So those of us over 40, guys have admitted they're tired of the hookup. I don't know many girls who have actually liked it in the first place. But preparing for your future mate is investing in your singlehood now. It's liking your time alone. It's abstaining from taking care of yourself. This is the latest up and coming trend of the young people today that I think could really teach a generation like myself on what we missed out on. Because they are willing to not be in a relationship. They are willing to not masturbate. They are willing to focus on who are they. Because if you're not distracted by sexual excitement, and I would go as far as to say some of these kids, they sincerely are learning to bounce their eyes. They are taking it as a vow of abstinence, and it's going beyond that measure of just the personal development. It's because they want to one day be a good man for the girl that God gives them. It just blows my mind. I think it's revolutionary. I think it's wonderful. I think it's absolutely possible, because I'm witnessing it all the time when they're telling me their stories. And these testimonies can be something that encourages anybody of any age that really is by themselves. It doesn't mean that we're lonely. If we have some goals that we know one day we can have all the fun we want in the bedroom, we can be ready for peak performance with the partner that we have, that we cherish, that we love, that we're in commitment to, then all of that works together for our good. And we know a lot of Christian guys like to say that everything they're doing is for the good. And yet church scenes can be some of the biggest hookup arenas on the planet right now. If you're looking, just say you're looking. But if I'm content and trying to build a life that I have that's unto the Lord, that's important for me, I'm content in my singlehood. I'm not looking. And that's the permission that we want to grant. And we want to honor these men that are willing to say, I'm not going to involve in any masturbation or any self-gratification. I'm going to bounce my eyes when I go out. I'm going to maybe read a book instead of doing something that would distract me or cause lust to eke up in my thoughts. These people are exercising true emotional intelligence and honesty. And these guys are up and coming. So girls, we also have to toe the line, and we also have to make sure that we are working on our character development and we are maturing so that we can be a good partner to those when they are ready.